Hi yoga people, we're starting today's class on shins, so bringing your big toes to touch each other, open your knees out wider than your waist and your ribs to the edges of your mat. Sit back to heels and stretch your arms forward, sinking your forehead down to the mat. Now if you can, we're stretching those elbows straight and the arms nice and long. And from there, taking your right arm under your chest into a twist. Sink your right shoulder all the way down to the mat. And keep stretching long through the left arm. At the same time, pressing the hips back and down towards your feet to increase the stretch in that left side of your body right now. Feel the breath flowing in and out through your nose. And now reaching your right arm forwards and change. Slide the left shoulder to the ground, arms under your chest, turning your face to the opposite side. Keeping those hips and thighs down as low as you can. Each time you breathe out, softening deeper into the ribs, sinking into your chest and your back. And keep your mind focused on the breath as it flows in through the nose, out through the nose. And now reaching your left arm forwards again. Lengthen through both arms. And then make your way up onto hands and knees. Coming into cats and cows. Full deep breaths in and out as you roll your spine. Flatten your shins down into the floor. And sink the tops of your feet into the mat as well. Each time you round your back up, pressing firmly into palms and fingers to help that lift a little bit higher. And then we're going to come into a flat back. And from there, stretch your right leg back behind you, tuck your toes into the ground, bring your right hand underneath your face, and then we're twisting. Left arm all the way up like triangle arms. Lift your right hip up nice and high behind you. Don't sink the right thigh and hip down towards the ground. Keep them lifting all the way up. And on an exhale, bring your hand down. We change over to the other side. Left leg stretches back. Slide your hand under your face. Then lift the right arm up on the other side. Once you're in that twist, check in with the left thigh and hip. Press them up away from the floor really firmly. Sometimes it feels like it's lifting, but it's actually not. And then hand and knee down. Knees under hips, shins are parallel behind your knees. Slide the arms forward for baby down dog. So once you're there, you press the palms firmly into the ground. Lift the elbows up. Keep lifting your armpits up as well, but let your neck relax. Just sink the head down, sink into your forehead, and relax your face. And now walking back up onto hands and straight up into a full downwards facing dog. Giving a good stretch down into the backs of the legs. Make sure that your toes and your knees point straight forwards. And then walk your feet forwards to your hands. On an inhale, rise, floating arms all the way up, and exhaling hands to chest as you breathe out. Straight back up with your next inhale. As you breathe out, forward fold. As you inhale, half lift, stretch the spine, and then step or hop straight back into plank. Lower yourself down. On the in-breath, lift into your back bend and push back to downwards facing dog. So remember guys, in your back bend, you've got two options. There's cobra with hips on the floor, and there's upwards facing dog with hips and thighs off the floor. Either way, you make those legs nice and strong when you do that back bend. And let's look forwards. Step, walk, or hop your feet to your hands. When you get there, as you breathe out, sink down to your forward fold. On the inhale, floating up to standing. Lean to your spine as you lift. Exhaling, hands to chest. Straight back up again with your next in-breath. As you fold, lean into the fronts of the legs, not your bum. Half lift, and then back into your plank. Lowering as you exhale, keep elbows pulling to sides. There's that choice of back bends that you take, and then back to downwards facing dog. Holding that down dog. Each down dog you take, you check the alignment of hands and feet. Base of your pose is the most important part. So always checking that alignment first thing in every pose that you do, but particularly down dog because we spend so much time here. And traveling feet forwards to your hands. As you exhale, sink down deep. On the inhale, rising all the way up to standing. And now we're going to stay standing for our first balance. Balancing on the left foot, we bring the right knee up. Now you're going to hold on with your left hand to your shin or your knee and bring your right hand to your lower back, pointing your elbow back. Now pull into that left hand and take a twist, turning your chest and your face to the right. And at the same time, squeezing your shoulders back towards your back. Chest keeps lifting high. Squeeze the belly tight each time you breathe out. And then circle forwards and take your foot to the ground. Other side, left knee up. We're holding the shin of the knee with the right hand. Left hand swivels around to your lower back. Push your palm into your body and twist your chest to the other side. Make sure your spine is up completely straight. You're not tipping forwards to your chest or leaning back towards your back. Keep squeezing tummy tight for balance and untwist. Both feet to the mat. On an in-breath, where you reach your arms up over your head. On your exhale, fold, lean forwards to fronts of thighs. Half lift as the in-breath comes. Travel back into your plank, down to your chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend. Exhaling to downwards facing dog. Right foot steps forward into a lunge. We're twisting, right arm up to the sky. Hold it there. Check the alignment of your right knee over your right heel. And the back heel is up high over your toes. Left knee locks straight. Now keep those legs firm as they are, and we're taking arms up to warrior one. We'll hold it there. Check that that left knee is not started to bend. Lock it straight again. Keep breathing. And on an exhale, we open up, warrior two. Press the right knee nice and wide. Dropping that right thigh down parallel to the mat. Arms parallel to the floor as well. Looking out over those right fingertips. And stretch your front knee straight and reverse your triangle. Left hand to the left leg. Both legs are straight. Right arm all the way up, stretching to the fingertips, nice and long through that right side body. Keep breathing. And when you come up, we're going to bend the right knee again, coming into side angle pose, either elbow to thigh or fingertips down on the ground. Still stretching your arm all the way up over your head, just the other arm this time, and take the shoulders to your spine. Lean towards your upper back. And breathing hands to the mat. On an exhale, right leg back, down dog splits. As you breathe in, coming forwards to plank and then lowering on your exhale. Curl through the back bend and push it to down dog. Straight into the twisting lunge on the other side. Left foot forwards, left arm to the sky. Left arm straight up over that top shoulder. Make sure that your right leg is locked straight. Knee points to the ground, heel points straight up. Don't twist the heel in or out. Now squeeze the legs tight, and we're taking both arms up, warrior one, holding it there. Once more, check the alignment of the legs. Keep them nice and strong. And with your breath, we're opening up, warrior two. Don't move that left knee. Arms parallel to the floor. Sitting the left thigh down nice and deep. Soften the shoulders down away from your ears and squeeze those inner thigh muscles tight. And straightening the left knee. As you exhale, arch back, reverse triangle, right hand to right hip or thigh, and lock your elbows straight on that top arm. With the breath, when you come up, on an exhale, bend your left knee and reach your right arm over your head. Either left elbow to thigh or fingers to the ground. And now imagine that there's a tabletop behind you that you're trying to turn your spine onto. Trying to turn your chest to face the ceiling here. Breathing the hands to the ground. On an exhale, left leg to down dog splits. On your in-breath, coming forwards to your plank. And then flowing yourself all the way through your transition back to down dog. From down dog, we're going to step or hop feet to the outsides of your hands. We're coming into a squat. Once you're in that squat, lift your sits bones slightly. Don't lean all your weight into your bum. Squeeze the muscles tight on those legs. And then into your standing forward bend. Turn the feet parallel. Swing your arms back behind you and interlace your fingers. Hang your head, lengthen down through the back of your neck to the top of your head and lengthen the top of your head down towards your toes. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades towards your spine, hugging the upper arms in towards each other as well. And on an inhale, we're coming all the way up to standing. From here, straight into a chair pose, bend the knees, inhale to lift your arms, on your exhale, forward fold. After you lengthen, we're going straight back to downwards facing dog, and we're going to take a lunge. Stepping the right foot forwards. Turn your right toes out to 90 degrees and then swivel onto the outer edge of your left foot. We're balancing here on the left hand. Lift your right arm straight up. So be careful with the placement and alignment of your feet here, guys. If you're uncertain, just check out what I'm doing and then copy that. But keep lifting the hips high. Taking right hand to the ground, swing your right leg back, down dog splits and hold it there. Bend the right knee. So the hips will twist to the side, but keep your chest and shoulders square to the mat. Strong in the arms. And now we're swinging that same right leg forward, knee to chest and plank. Take your leg under your body to the left. Come onto the outer edge of that right foot and lift your left arm to the sky. So it's an arm balance on the other side now. Hug your shoulders back to your spine and lift the hips nice and high. Keep breathing, guys, as you sweep left hand to the ground. Right leg back, down dog splits again. On your inhale, flow forwards to plank and then down through your transition all the way back to your downwards facing dog again. From down dog, left foot steps forward into your lunge. Turn your left toes out to a 90-degree angle on the mat. Swivel onto your right heel. Lock your right knee as that left arm goes all the way up. Now lean to your spine, just like your side angle pose earlier. Squeeze the shoulder blades in to your upper back. Left hand to the mat. Left leg back, down dog splits. We're holding it there. Bend your left knee. Arms are super strong, shoulders are square, just like in a handstand. Left hip goes nice and high. And then from here, we're going to come forwards into plank, left knee into your chest. Take your leg under your body, outer edge of the foot down. Swivel the right heel down like warrior two and take right arm up to the sky. Keep arching the spine and lifting your chest higher with each in-breath. Swiveling right hand to the ground, left leg back, down dog splits. Keep that leg high as you flow forwards to your plank and then down. Inhale to lift your heart, curl the head back and take it back downwards facing dog. And then from down dog, taking feet forwards. We're going to stay in the forward bend for a moment here. Feet can be together or a little bit apart. Keep stretching down through the chest and the top of your head. Next in-breath, we're coming all the way up. Exhaling, arms down. Now we're going to take a twist, so step your feet in to touch each other, and we're taking a twisting chair, bending into your knees. Wrap your right elbow over your left thigh or knee, and then squat your bum all the way down, trying to get the hips on the same level as the knees. And now look down to the ground, and we're going to step the right leg slowly back into a lunge. So you're coming into a twisting lunge, elbow is still hooked over that left leg. And now lean your chest a little bit more over to the left. And if you want to go deeper, we're dropping right fingertips down to the mat, left arm up to the sky. Now make sure your arm is at a diagonal angle and your right fingers are behind the line of your left heel. Try to keep the hook of the arm like that over the leg and step your right foot forwards to touch your left foot. Sink your hips down low so that the arm doesn't pop off your knee. Hugging thighs and knees in tight. Then releasing the arms down. Deep into the forward fold. Feet are still touching, knees are still together. And we're going to take that all to the other side. So bending down deep into knees, bringing hands to chest. Wrap your left elbow over the right thigh. And sit your hips down super low. Try and get the thighs on the same level as your knees. Right elbow all the way up over the left elbow. And now keep that and look down to the ground and slowly step your left leg back into a lunge. Try and get your right knee over your right heel. That's how far back you have to step. And then twist even deeper. Now lean your chest more over to the right, over that right thigh if you're taking your hand to the ground. And when you take the left arm down, it's at a diagonal angle to your right shin. And that right arm goes straight up. Now you don't have to open the arms. You can keep hands together at your chest. If your left hand is down on the ground, try and keep the hook over the knee as you step your left foot forwards to touch your right foot. And then sink the hips down low again. The lower your hips, the easier it is to keep your left arm hooked over your right leg. Then going into the forward bend over the thighs. And now we're going to take feet out a little bit wider than your hips. And you're going to bend your knees, wrap your arms around the outsides of your knees and then through the inside and grab hold of your ears. If you can't get the ears, you're going for your chin or you just keep reaching as close to the chin as you can. Then if you've got a grip on your head, you can try and stretch your legs straight. Squeezing in tight. On an inhale, we release and float yourself up to standing, exhaling hands to chest. Now we're staying here for a balance again. You're going to balance on your left leg like you did earlier. Lift the right foot and hold the outer edge of the right foot with your left hand. Then you can try and lift your leg a little bit higher, maybe stretching that right leg straight. And if you're going for the full balance, you're going to twist and reach your right arm back behind you. Turn your head to look in the direction of your right fingers. Now kick into that right foot. Pull with your left hand against the edge of the foot. And then with control, you untwist yourself and lower your foot to the mat. So prepare your standing leg and then left leg comes up. Hold the outer edge of your foot with your right fingers. Lift your chest high and then try and kick your left leg forwards. Last thing is to turn back and stretch the left arm back behind you, looking over your left shoulder. So work with resistance, pulling the right hand against the edge of that lifted foot. And then slowly and carefully untwist and take it down to the ground. So bending into the knees, inhale to sit into chair. On an exhale, forward fold. Lengthen in the spine. Take yourself back into your plank and down with the breath. Flow through into your back bend on your inhale and push back to down dog again. Now taking a low lunge, right foot forwards, heel under the right knee, hands to your chest in prayer, and we twist again. Left elbow over the right thigh. Give it a nice deep twist here. And you can stay like that, or if you want to go deeper, we open the arms, left fingers to the ground, right arm all the way up. So lean your chest over that right thigh. And then if you want to go even deeper, you can take the bind, wrapping your left arm under your thigh and right arm back behind you. So we're going to hook the fingers into each other. And once you've got that hook, make sure you're taking your top shoulder, the right one, all the way back and around towards your back. Don't let it lean towards your chest. And to finish the twist, you look back over that right shoulder. And we're taking hands to the ground. Right leg back, down dog splits. You're going to bend the knee. And this time take your knee more over the midline of your body towards the left. Don't twist your left heel though. Keep the shoulders square. And maybe try and stretch the right leg out to the left side of your mat. Taking the right foot down. Other side with a low lunge, left foot steps up, heel under your front knee, dropping the right knee to the mat. We bring hands to chest and then wrapping right elbow over the left thigh. Now as you twist, make sure you're not pushing your leg over with your arm. Keep your left knee over your left heel. Now if you're taking it deeper, it's right fingers down to the ground. Left arm reaches all the way up and lean your chest over that left thigh, not on the inside of the left leg, all the way over towards the outside of the leg. And then maybe taking your bind and feeding the right arm under, left arm back behind you. Once you hook your fingers, pull them against each other and keep taking both your shoulders back towards your spine, but particularly the top shoulder. Lean it all the way back, twisting your head to look back as well. Carefully unbind yourself, hands to the mat, or swing left leg back to the sky, down dog splits. Then bend that left knee. Keep the chest square and heavy, leaning into both arms as you move your left leg over your body towards the right. Then we start to stretch that leg straight. And bringing left foot down to the ground. From your down dog, dropping down onto shins, and we're going to make our way to seated. Stretching your legs straight out in front of you. We're coming to a relatively gentle seated twist compared to the other twists you've just done. Left foot over your right thigh. You circle around. Chest turns towards the left, left hand back behind you. Now flex your right ankle. And if you want to go deeper, we inhale and reach the right arm up. With an exhale, take it to the outside of that left leg. Keep the shoulder down away from your ear. Both shoulders are sinking, sides of the neck lengthening up. And then untwisting yourself. And we take left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Keep the right toes and knee pointing straight up as you reach forward and fold down into Janu Shirshasana. So sink into the thighs, soften into your breath, and keep lengthening your chest forwards towards your right ankle. Breathing softness into the back of the neck and across your upper back. And coming all the way up. We change over for the twist on the other side. Left leg straight, right foot steps over, circle around. Flex your left ankle, pull the toes all the way back towards your knee. And then if you're going deeper, on an inhale, lift the left arm up, and on an exhale, twist arm to the outside of that right thigh. Then sink your left shoulder, so the shoulders are square with each other. Keep focusing on your breath, lengthening up with the inhales. And then we're going to carefully untwist, and you're going to slide your right foot over to the inside of that left thigh, drop the knee down, and fall down into your Janu Shirshasana on this side. Okay, so don't try and take forehead down. We're trying to take the chest down. And once your chest is down on that left leg, then your forehead will immediately be down. So if you push down with forehead, that over tightens your neck. Keep the neck nice and relaxed. Each time you breathe out, sink into the chest, keeping shoulders square to the mat. And then coming all the way up. Now we're going to open legs out for Upavishta Konasana. Again, we're going to twist it. So you circle around to the left hand behind you, right hand hooks over the left leg. Slide your right hand down the outside of the calf to your ankle or the outer edge of the foot if you can, and fold your chest down towards that left thigh. You can either keep the left hand on the ground or you can cross your left hand over to the inside of your leg or foot. Now press back and down with your right thigh and bum. Don't let them lift off the mat. Stay heavy in the pelvis. And then come all the way up. Straight into the twist on the other side. Hook left fingers over that right leg and slide your hand down as far as you can. And then maybe bring the right hand to the inside of the leg. Don't lift off the left thigh. Keep that left groin and bum flat on the ground. Keep twisting your chest towards your right leg. Stretching the heels out away from you on both feet. Coming all the way up. We're to bring the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. Soften the inner thighs. Don't hold your toes, hold arches of the feet, and you're welcome to open the feet up like a book, but keep the baby toes down. And again, we're not trying to fold with the head, you're trying to take your chest down. When the chest gets down, the head is automatically where it should be. Then coming all the way up. Straight into a forward bend with legs straight. Flex the ankles and keep your big toes together. Focus on your breath. Focus on the places that feel tight. And imagine that you're sending your out breaths into them. And then coming all the way up and taking yourself down onto your back. And once you're down there, you can hug your knees. And then we're going to stretch out for 2 minutes of Shavasana. So stretching out and getting comfortable and allowing yourself to then fully relax. Let your feet and your knees flop open and fully sink your shoulders down into the floor. Getting nice and heavy in legs and arms and dropping down deep into the back of your head. You soften and relax your eyes. Relax your lips and your mouth and cheeks. And allow your breath to become gentle and light. This nice, gentle, natural flowing breath. Each out breath sinking down, becoming a little bit heavier, a little bit more relaxed with each exhale. And now starting to move your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. And taking in a deep breath, reach your arms out. Stretch your whole body all the way from hands to tips of toes. Then hugging your knees again. And rocking yourself up to sitting. Thanks everyone. Well done. Namaste.